When you go deeper into the beautiful unknown of the underwater world and rely on your power, oxygen and navigation, electrical design plays a big role. In SOLIDWORKS we bring multidiscipline engineering into one ecosystem. Creating electrical information for a SOLIDWORKS part does not need to be a long, drawn-out process. Adding connection points in SOLIDWORKS became easier. They can be done inside SOLIDWORKS by going to Tools, SOLIDWORKS Electrical, where you can select Create C Point with Manufacturer Part. In this dialog, it remembers the last manufacturer part that was used, or you can browse and select a different manufacturer part from an extensive library. The terminal list shows the list of connection points that will need to be added. Selecting a point or an edge in SOLIDWORKS updates the table, and selecting OK will add these terminals to the part. Going back to Tools, SOLIDWORKS Electrical, Create C Point from Manufacturer Part reveals what terminals already have been placed with the remaining list to do. The ability to select a point or an edge in SOLIDWORKS to add the connection with Table Update allows you to quickly create electrical components right in SOLIDWORKS, less time creating parts and more time designing. How would you protect the junction between contacts and wires to eliminate electrical failures? Backshells are used, and SOLIDWORKS now supports them. Two harnesses from the battery to the control panel and external plug are created in SOLIDWORKS Electrical Schematic. In SOLIDWORKS, these two harnesses are routed. Now that the routes are in place, you can address the wires and contact protection. Adding backshells to the connectors removes the stress between contacts and wires. Backshells are available in Design Library, Routing, Electrical, Inline Components. A 45-degree spin coupling was used and mated to the connectors. One more connector with a backshell will need an adjustment of the harness to go through the backshell. Edit the harness that is in red and select the body of the backshell. From the right mouse button, choose Edit Route Alignment, select the spline of the harness and then the axis of the backshell. Efficient use of backshells during design will protect the junction between contacts and wires, eliminating downstream manufacturing delays and costly redesigns. Creating harness drawings and tables manually takes time and can be error-prone. Flatten Route in SOLIDWORKS automates this process and now supports backshells. Flattening this red harness will include backshells along with the harness and connectors in its 3D position and will show them in appropriate locations. In the Flatten Route dialog, choose what detail of documentation you will need to include, like manufacturer, display 3D connectors, and checkmarked for drawings options. Choosing OK produces the harness drawing with connectors, backshells, tables, and callouts automatically and saves time for engineers to tackle other technical challenges. The SOLIDWORKS ecosystem lets you quickly create electrical information for components, add and manipulate backshells for contact and wire production, and create flattened harness drawings that include backshells. So, in summary, we have seen C-points can now be created in SOLIDWORKS without launching Routing Library Manager. The design library in SOLIDWORKS supports backshells and harnesses can be routed through them. Backshells are supported in Flatten Route.